says you are live. I love that it tells me I'm live. Yay. Good morning, my little chickens. Monday, the 21st. Welcome to Jenni Love, Rogue Radio, where the only opinion that matters is mine. Good morning. It's the solstice, and that's celebratory. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today, the solstice and St. John's Day, like St. John's Wort Day. Like today is the day you pick St. John's Wort traditionally, like on the solstice, because of the sun's energy in relation to St. John's Wort. So I'll give everybody a little bit of time to get in. Hey, good morning, Amber. Hi. Hey, Harmony. I got a big glare on my glasses. We all know how much I love that. I don't know how to fucking fix that. I'm such an amateur. Hey, Annie Katie. Hi, good morning. So we had bingo last night, and I posted the winners' names, but I was downstairs, and of course, I think I got them wrong, so then I deleted it out of the bingo group. I know Viola Sullins won a reading, and Tammy won one of the little Alice in Wonderland prints, and I can't remember who else won. Mama 4 won, right? So she won too. She won. I've never been so early. She's like, I've never been so early. I'm trying to get this. I was really late this morning, admittedly. Hi, how was your weekend? My weekend, I gotta do something about this light. Let's see if I turn it off. Is it any better? No, it's not any better. It's just lots of glare. If I go like this, maybe if I do that, nope. How do people that talk on like this, how do they do this with glasses? Like, how is it not the most annoying thing on the planet? Like, what do? I can't do this because I can't see. I mean, I can. I'm like blind. And then if I want to talk about something, I can't actually see anything. I could see nothing. So I had to go like this. And then there's such a fucking glare. It's just icky. Amber says, I've never been up so early. I don't, yeah. Well, 8 o'clock sucks, but it's when I can do this. It's when I can. So no, I don't love this. I don't love this glare bullshit. I have to tell you, it really fucking ticks me off. My 4-year-old's trying to convince me he needs a Black Panther daggers. I'm assuming that's a toy. See, if we were on TikTok and I said daggers, he needs Black Panther daggers, I'm sure somewhere along the line I would be like in trouble for some fucking community standards. I got Psychic Witch this weekend. It's pretty good. Oh, good. Psychic Witch is very good in the terms of exercises and work. I like Matt Oren's book a lot because I like all the exercises in it. Hey, Misty, good morning. Hi, good morning. Sorry, we're going to have to deal with the glare. I don't know. I have to figure this out. I have to figure the whole glare out. No, it's an actual blade? What the fuck are you talking about? My 4-year-old is trying to convince me he needs Black Panther daggers. Today will be fun. You'll have to explain what a Black Panther dagger is. Like, I assumed it was like something from the movie, Black Panther. Hey, Kaylee, good morning. How are you? And Katie's laughing. I also wanted to tell people, I was talking about a book last night. It actually came up in like one of my reading things, like pulling a card for somebody. I said the phrase, like, the art of do. And then immediately a witch jumped into my head. And it was like, it was for someone. Like I was telling her she needs this book or person in her life, and this was the book. I grabbed it on the way up the stairs. She's from Australia. I met her at Hexfest. And this is a great little book. I talk a lot. If you know me or you pay any attention, I talk a lot about witchcraft through the lens of ancient practice, modern witch. There's a lot of that goes on in my practice, or that I try to reconcile. A lot of people will want to try to reconstruct, quote, old ways. And while I love to appreciate the old ways, it's 2021. How does magic work in 2021? You learn magical systems and you learn magical practices, and everybody's running around on TikTok trying to be the oldest and most authentic and showing their DNA results. And I'm like, hi, we live in 2021. How does the magic work now? Do you know what I'm saying? How does it work now? How does it work now when people are very diverse and all over the place? How does it work now? Let's talk about that. And so I talk a lot about that. So I like the likes of Fiona Horn and modern witches to talk about stuff like that. So this is a great little book. It's really sexy too. It's like it's velvet, It's a little icky from being on my stairs, I guess. What did I get on there? Fuzz. Yeah, see, everything sticks to it because it's like velvet. This is this gold. It's a beautiful little book. Anyway, I just wanted to tell so because I don't remember who that was. Oh, American Gods is a really I love American Gods for that reason. I said to somebody yesterday, you have to pray to the god of money, or they pray to the god of money. That's the altar that they pray at. So if you want to get on their page, you need to pray to the same god. You need to pray at the money altar. And that was, but yeah, American Gods is for those of you that don't know, American Gods, I believe was a book series that I did not read, but the premise of the show American Gods is like the old gods, Odin, etc., versus the new gods, media, money, new stuff, and how they grow, right? So gods get their energy from their worshipers. If you think along those lines, energy and what you invest your energy in grows. The show is genius along those lines. Like I really enjoy it. I'm not what I do like is I'm not entirely sure, who the bad guys are, right? Because it's 2021. So are we modern witches? So anyway, that's what I wanted to give somebody this because we were talking about this last night. This was the woman I was talking about. And yeah, American Gods is a great series. It's really good. I like it. Annie Katie, he loves that stuff. I swear he wants every right back to superhero gadgets. Yeah, it's a weapon that the Black Panther uses, and yes, but it's a real blade. Oh, I understand now. Okay. Right. And so then you have to be like, I'm sorry, that's not for 4-year-olds, right? You're like, no, that's not for 4-year-olds. That sucks. There's a new show coming out called Motherland, Fort Salem, and it's about modern day, futuristic trials. Well, I feel like I'm in a witch hunt, over on the TikTok. On the TikTok, like I feel like that is a witch hunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take these off. The fucking glare works my last nerve. So if it's just blurry now, I can not fucking see it. But I can also see what you say. Fucking ticks me off. We live already a fucking witch hunt. I feel like we already live a witch hunt. Like if I'm over on TikTok, I'm already living a fucking witch hunt. If I'm on Facebook, I'm already living I'm banned. I'm banned for life on advertising on Facebook. And the reason they gave me is because my occult business does not suit their standards. It's a witch hunt because there's 5 billion witches on Facebook with businesses, but yet I got a ban. Lifetime. I can't appeal that shit. It's a lifetime ban. Really? That's a witch hunt. Because I know 3,000 other witches that have businesses on your fucking platform. But because I called you out on a woman's circle Facebook, I'm a douche. Because I was promoting a woman's circle and they banned it. They said I couldn't advertise. It goes again. I said, what fucking communities does a woman's, on what community standards does a woman's circle go against a gathering, a collection of women for no denomination, no reason, no one's getting naked? What? And I called them names and they reinstated my event, the woman's circle event. I promptly got a lifetime ban on advertising. So that's a fucking witch hunt. I mean, so I'm already in a witch hunt. I don't know if I want to watch Fort Salem and be I'm already in a witch hunt. Why do I don't want to watch it, to be honest. I'm already in one. Go Gadget Sage. I seen that Motherland, can't wait to watch. I don't know if I can do it. And why is this thing on the autofocus now? Like this is my other camera and no, it's not supposed to have autofocus. Yeah, Annie Katie. Like what I had to do if I wanted to advertise on Facebook, when I promote through my website through Square, it's like a how do you put it? It's like a weird little workaround. For some reason, I shouldn't even say it out loud. My marketing software, when I advertise on my marketing on Square, when it boosts a post, it'll do it. And I think it's because it's not me. It's like Square marketing, and it lets it do it. I can do it that way now. And until I started doing that with my website, I didn't have that luxury. Yeah, it's total bullshit. It's total bullshit. Listen, if they threw every single occult business off that fucking platform, I would have nothing to say. Nothing. But it's the fact they pick and choose. Huh? What are you talking about? Women's circle. It's because a gathering of women is a scary prospect for people with a penis. And I said there was a gathering of witches and a gathering of women. And somebody at Facebook went, no. They're going to talk. No, we can't do that. I'm not fucking joking. There's not a lot of conspiracy theories that I invest in. The assault on women is one of them. Don't get me started. It's too early for the assault on women conversation. Nobody wants Jenni Love on that fucking, hey, good morning, love. Nobody wants me on that fucking soapbox. We're going to talk about the solstice, which is lovely, sunny, yummy things. We're not talking about that today. Oh, no, we're talking about the solstice. That's what I'm trying to get to today, the solstice. Hey, Casey Lynn, how are you? I'm like, oh, no. Anna Banana. I went to school with somebody named Anna. And I do remember they called her Anna Banana when she was little. And I do believe this sent her over the edge of sanity. I don't think I ever called her that because I do think it bothered her. Oh, that's very nice, Amber. Thank you. How was Mr. Rogue's Father's Day? It was very nice. He worked at first. I stopped by where he was working early in the morning because I needed something out of his wallet. Not money, my ID. He had my ID. We went out on the town the night before. We did. We went out on the town to a bar where a friend's husband's band was playing. I went to school. Susan comes on here a lot. And her husband was playing at a bar, I guess 40 minutes from maybe 45 minutes from my house, something like that. And I thought, well, let's go out, let's put on big girl panties and makeup and, I'll do my hair, take a shower. Let's actually go out in the world. So we did. So that was super fun. And then he was so he had my ID in his wallet, and the next morning I needed it. So I ran to go get it. So I saw him Sunday morning when he was working. And then we all converged at my house. My brother grilled and the kids all gathered, and it was fun. We had a lovely evening. But I had bingo last night, so around 6 o'clock I came up for bingo, and then I went back outside and got my tub, and we hung out. It was very nice. It was lovely. It was lovely. It was lovely. His girls were here, so it was lovely. Anna Banana says, a friend calls me banana. I remember she hated it. Like, I remember she really didn't like it. And I don't, when little kids call you names, I guess, even if it's not a bad name, little kid, she didn't like it. Hey, Felicia. Good morning. So we had a lovely weekend. Today, I was not in the mood for this. I have to tell you, I was not in the mood for this. I was like, ugh. But it's the solstice. It's about getting the fuck up and getting in the fucking sunshine. What's the solstice about? Did anybody do anything? I mean, you're hanging out with me a lot lately, and I talk witchcraft things. Did anybody do anything for the solstice? Andy Pandy. Andy Pandy was my childhood name. Bonfire. Very nice. We had a bonfire too. It's either Am or Burr. I never had a good nickname. It's either Am or Burr. I had a lot of nicknames. Come to think about it. At one point, people were even calling me Pat. When I was younger, there was many people that said that I looked like Pat Benatar. Like, many people. Like, people would stop me as I was walking around the planet. My teenage years. I was very skinny. I had, these gigantic eyes, gigantic lip. It was Pat Benatar. And so people called me Pat. And so people thought my name was Pat for a very long time. They thought I was Pat. So people were like, oh, is that short for Patricia? I'm like, no, Jennifer. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, it's a long story. You don't need to know. I baked a birthday cake and made an offering. Oh, Jody, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I burned a bunch of my childhood shit. That's good. I worked myself stupid yesterday. She says, wow, it's fucking hot. Did somebody just show up with dead folks? Ugh. It's not a hot flash because my head doesn't itch. When I get a hot flash, my head itches like I would imagine, because I've never had poison ivy. I would imagine poison ivy. Like I'd have to scratch my head if it was a hot flash. But when I just sweat, sometimes it's like spirit. But I always feel like we're like a collective. I always feel like when we get going, I start to sweat because of the energy too. Like I feel like we get it together. I did bingo for Solstice. That's good. I like it. I'm up near Detroit. It was raining, so we couldn't do anything outside. We spent time watching videos and learning about astrology. I need a refresher. Oh my God. Astrology is definitely one of the things okay, so I pay attention to the moon phases as a witch, and I pay attention to the solstices and the cross quarters. So the light. Okay. Like that's where I start magically. I in my brain. So when we're talking about my mentorship program and we're getting into that, well, the sun and the solstice, I guess, is an astrological event. It's the longest day, and where we are, those are it though. Like when we get into astrology and you start talking about like zodiac signs and all that, it starts to get too big of a subject for me. And I'm just like, oh God, I'm tired now. Hey, Jesse. How are you? My dad called me Tanny Annie and Sourpuss. That's funny. Oh my God, it was the same for me. No one can call me Lee anymore because it's my daughter's nickname is Lee. That's my middle name is Lee. So, but I didn't like it growing up. I still don't love it, only because I think then it makes it like Jenny Lee or something. People will then say that, and I didn't like that at all. That I didn't like. So I was like, no, we're not saying that. So I didn't like Jenny either growing up. I think we've discussed that. I didn't like Jenny at all. At all. I didn't like Jenny. That's my husband. Only in the past 12 years does he call me Jenny. I was Jen or Jennifer. That was it. Growing up, I had many nicknames. Yeah, I had to think about that. I had many nicknames. But I did not want to get up here this morning. So, Solstice, if you think about, right, in its basic form, the sun and the moon represent the god and the goddess, right? That's how, or the light and the dark, energy. You can look at it a lot of ways, right? You can look at those things a lot of ways and translate those things, light and dark, into a lot of things in magic when you're practicing. So in its most basic form, because I have a lot of you that are starting out with me with like mentorship program, right, on my website, you have till August 15th to sign up in the mentorship program. But the sun is representative of the God and masculine energy, healing energy. So the longest day of the sun, there's entire monoliths built to the solstice. And St. John's wort is, you're supposed to harvest it today, like at the peak of fucking virility from the sun and its healing powers, from the gods, the height of the sun, its longest day, like, so you pick it today. Today or the 23rd, right? Something like that. I think it's on the solstice is when you do it. Or I'm going to look that up because I don't want to get that wrong. That's a very Guinea thing. Too, by the way. Shelly V is texting me. Doesn't she know I'm busy? She's just sorry. Somebody's telling me something. Hold on. Anyway, sorry. Shelly was telling me something important. I want to sign up, but I don't want to make a spot. Oh, and then not be able to commit. No, it's true. I got you. I love how we all pause. Sorry. Oh, sign up, can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I love how we all pause. I was looking that's what happened. I had my phone in my hand. I went to look something up because I wanted to make sure I had the right day. That's right. I'm sorry because it, uh it's like on the around, well, okay, so it's when the harvest, it's when for its flowering, when it flowers, so it flowers around now, so it's known like at the solstice that it's identified that way. And so you pick it now, like when they're at their most potent, around the solstice. So I think that's an interesting like correlation. um Hold on. It's hard to do anything like that with these toddlers. The oldest one kept sticking her head in the bingo video last night. That's okay. Listen, I understand that. Um, Me and the kids, I love this. Me and the kids talk to the moon, said three things. Oh, I love that. Three things we're grateful for, three things we're letting go and burn on a piece of paper. I always love that. That's a great, can I tell you, like, I use that a lot in magic or rituals. That's a very balancy ritual to me. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. Like, three things we're grateful for, three things we're letting go of. Like, I love that. That's a sweet, sweet little ritual. And I've used that a lot. I do. I think that that's really sweet. And so a lot of people celebrate the solstice. It's like, it's about, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, think about it. At this time, people are harvesting their, fruits and vegetables, and times were abundant, and it was warm, and you could be outside, and so it was a lovely celebration. And I think we should do that. It's also what you should be reminded of at the solstice, is that, hey, good morning, Kathy. You should be reminded at the solstice about all the sweet things, like the hummingbirds come back, and the hummingbirds are only around for the sweetness of life. They only pick from the nectar, so it's like, it's about abundance and what you have and being grateful for what you have. And that's why I especially love the solstice. So I love celebrating that. And so last night was just we just hung around and had food, and I was on bingo, but the kids were around, and sorry. Oh, Shelly's like, see, can you send me what you were talking about? Shelly was texting me. And so I stopped, and I was talking to Shelly, and I kept going, I'm sorry. Shelly's telling me something. Shelly's just, can you send me that? Just send me the pictures of that, if you don't mind. And I don't mind. I mean, do I want to fucking have a conversation, or do I want, no, of course not. No, but I don't really care. Like, I don't really care. It's fine. I couldn't get Zoom to work on my phone last night. Oh, good. But you figured it out for next month. Thanks. Yeah, I'm just like, what are you going to do? I don't really care. Hey, Dana. So, anyway, that's what I was talking about, solstice, this morning. And I really, it's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. And it's funny because I think remember the fairy fell on my head the other day? If anybody that was here, I had a wrought iron fairy literally fall on my head. And I think that it was like a message. And I think it had to do with a god and the sun. And so that was interesting to me. So I thought it was funny. I just saw my first hummingbird of the season after you said that. I've been waiting for him to come back. Right, it's the solstice. That's when they come back. It's around now, and it's about sweetness and all the good stuff. Like, all the good stuff's blooming right now, and so that's what you celebrate. Or honor the light. And you do acknowledge the fact, I mean, think about it now. As of the solstice, the days get shorter, which means the night is winning. The darkness is winning a little bit every day. And so you should be turning your attention to the darkness. What does that mean? You got to prepare for the winter. You got to prepare for lean times. You got to prepare for when things are tough or when things are dark. Like that's what you should turn your attention to now also. Like that's the trigger, you know. So that's how I feel about the solstice. No, it was not because I thanked them. I don't think it was. You know, you don't thank a fairy. That's a thing. You know, when you do something or ask the fairies for something, you're not supposed to thank them. I don't think it was that. I think it was a message that it was a literal brick falling on my head. So I think of honeysuckle when you say that. Yep, me too. Me too. Me too. Hey, Charles Hinkle, I'm so glad you're here. I have to change your appointment. Charles Hinkle just shows up, and I'm like, oh, Charles, I have to change your appointment. I meant to have that day off that day. I'm sorry. We're going to have to figure something out. All of a sudden, I saw it come in, and I was like, oh, Charles Hinkle. And then I went, oh, it's the row. Why is that on there? My software was being funny this weekend. I don't know if it's because I made a special. Somebody else got in on a day that I was off. Like I was like, oh no, you can't be on that day. So I have to switch you. I'm sorry, honey. What I'm gonna do is I'll make it a different day and then you can make it whatever day you want, like whatever's convenient. I'm sorry. I suck. I don't know why that happened. It was so strange. It happened twice this weekend. The other one was also on a day that I had off. I was annoyed by that. So oh, okay. I'll do it for that. I'll just transfer it for that. I can't believe we did this live. I'm really sorry. How terrible of me. How terrible of me. I just blurted it out like like we're talking and I'm not live. I'm sorry. I'm such a douche. I had the prettiest fairies picked when I was a kid. They hung from my seat. Oh, you know what's funny, Amber? Shelly V has, I swear, the same fairies. She has them. They're like these little porcelain fairies. They have these little squiggly things, these little squiggly like metal things, and they all hang from the ceiling. I wonder if they're the same things. That's so funny because when I go to her shop to get my hair done, they're on the ceiling. I know we are. I know it's true. But then I'm live, and then so it's just funny. Oh, Amber, that's so funny. Shelly V has the same fucking ones. They're these beautiful little like porcelain or they're ceramic or something fairies, and they have these little gold squiggles, and she has them hanging all over the ceiling. And it was like 8 or 9 of them or something. That's so hysterical. All right, Charles, I'll switch you to the 31st. I'm off on the 17th. Don't make appointments for the 17th. I'm going away with Shelly V. That's why. Oh, they were dark fairies, not like fluffy fairies. No, these were like they reminded they're a specific artist, I think, her fairies. You know the ones sometimes they're on teacups. They're called some. If she's here, she'll know. I mean, obviously they're hers, but I mean, I think that they're a specific thing. Yeah. I will, Charles. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I'm sorry. I apologize profusely. I saw you. I just blurted it out. I'm sorry. Suck. I suck. Yes, probably the magazine. It was just really cute. Yeah, they weren't dark fairies. They're very not cartoon. I can't describe them. They're very colorful, right? They're very colorful. And they seem like yeah, they're really cute. I don't think they're dark though, but how adorable. I'm very excited about that. I'm very busy this morning on like social, like people texting me and emails, like actual emails. Be honest, is good morning. I'm like, because I'm like, I can't get off my phone this morning. You would think I'm I'm not this popular. Oh, so what else did I want to talk about this morning? I think that was it. Really, I was talking about. I wanted to get Solstice out. I wanted to talk about Solstice. Um, I wanted to have a chat about. Oh yeah, and the art of witch. Good, thanks, Charles. Charles says, I'll laugh out loud. It's all good. I'm excited. Thanks. Thank you. It's all good. And no, you're not late. You're fine. Anyway, so also TikTok. I wanted to talk to you guys. I know that like I'm on there a lot, but I was been running these funny little experiments over there, when we were talking about we got on the subject of witch hunts this morning. And I truly believe there's a big witch hunt over there. So, when I'm on there live, it's totally an experiment in nonsense. Like that's all that's going on when I'm on live there. I swear to God, if anybody comes from over there to here, they got to know. Yeah, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. When I'm trying to describe them fucking fairies, it was more whimsical, and it's less like precious moments. They're not like that, but they're not dark. Anyway, so I am always running an experiment, like always, because I don't know what's happening over there. I mean, I do know what's happening, but I am really trying to work around it. They are Amy Brown. Thank you, Shelly. I said, Shelly, and so who was talking about it? Amber. Shelly's fairies are Amber Brown. Because she was just saying, Shelly, she goes, oh, I have these fairies. They hang from the ceiling. I'm like, it's the weirdest thing. So does Shelly V. Like, I look at them when I'm there all the time because, you're getting your head washed. You're looking up at the ceiling. Oh, and she hasn't seen him in 15 years. Like a pinup girl. Oh, that's cute. So Shelly's are Amy Brown. Oh, that's funny. So, yeah, so the witch hunt over there. So I'm just uninterested in participating in any way. Oh, she says Amy Brown. What did I say? Did I not say that? Amy Brown. Yeah, so like I feel like I'm trying not to participate, but I'm trying to figure it out too at the same time. Like I'm trying not to, like, when people comment now, like nasty comments, I'm just deleting them. I don't even pay attention to them. I'm not responding to them. I'm not liking them. Like I'm really backed up in that, like, because I have one video right now that's, I don't know, it's got like 30,000 views. And I don't even pay attention to it anymore. Like I'm not even, if somebody says something funny, I'll pay attention to it. But there's such a fucking witch hunt going on that I don't know what to say about it. And I think it's just really like a magnifying glass of what's happening in the country, like with women. It's just a smaller version of it. And I'm just watching. So I know when people come on, I'm just trying to figure something out over there. Really, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see where it is. Because like when I put things in the comment section, or I put things in the blocking section, or I say certain things, shit happens. So I just, I'm just pushing the envelope. I'm trying not to get thrown out of there, but I'm just trying to see what's happening. I'm calling it a witch hunt. I think it's about witches. I think it's about Christians specifically. I know I feel like this is a campaign against Christians sometimes, but that's what it is over there. I feel like, anyway, that's what I feel like. Yeah. So my, also I wanted to mention my special for readings are going to run through today, because I feel like today is sort of, it's 21st. I was running a solstice special. So my sale is running through today for readings and on my website. And the fabulous Miss Shelly V, all of you that, if you're not following her on all the places and TikTok and shit, You need to go follow her because, you know. I know. She says, I never get notifications when you go live over there. I know. I know. I don't know what that's, I don't know what that's about anymore. Like I said, I got racked over the fingers. So I think that that's really the problem. I have noticed, right now, Ashley Summer is getting cremated. People are going through her old videos and getting them banned for harassment and all sorts of shit. Like, it's constant over there. She may already be on YouTube. I believe she's on YouTube. Oh, no, we know. Talk texting is perfectly fine. We totally get it. Hey, Miss Rivera, how are you? Yeah. Some ladies definitely get harder than others. There's many witches that were blocked or banned from TikTok for doing cards. Well, I wasn't banned for doing cards, but I somehow get banned and it's for other things while I'm doing cards. See, that is what I'm trying to figure out. Is it the cards, Charles? That's actually what I'm actually trying to figure out. No, and don't worry about the I know that I talk text all the time. No, that's what I'm actually trying to figure out. Is it the card reading over there? You know, like, is that what's happening? Because, you know, it's like everybody over there is saying the same thing, is that because the inmates are running the prison, no one can talk. I mean, you just can't talk. You can't say anything. Nothing. And all you're doing is defending yourself. And we all do sound like, listen, we all sound like a bunch of whining assholes because we're just whining at people who are yelling at us all the time. So we look volatile, you know, and we look, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I miss the major arcana, though, when I do that. You know what I mean? I can do that, but I miss the major. It's interesting. That's a good thought process. I wonder. A lot of people have moved to Instagram. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Do you think they get it under control? Like, do you think they figure that out? Because like I said, all we're doing now is sounding crazy. Like, we sound crazy. Oh, I'm waiting for an email from my sons. Shelly says, good for you. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't really know how to figure it out exactly. I'm waiting for an email from my kid. I mean, from my kid's school. You know, he graduates this weekend, and it's been a little bit of a nightmare. I mean, listen, everybody's had a nightmare year, but this school can't get their fucking shit together. I mean, maybe they're having that problem with a lot of schools, but my son's school has been. Anyway, I know it's a difficult year. I'm not trying to shit on people, but up until like 3 days ago, I mean, we have family, we have people, you have people you need to organize, we have lives, right? And up until about 3 days ago, we were having two separate ceremonies. Half the kids are going to be in one ceremony, half the kids are going to be in another ceremony. My niece is graduating. These two kids have been together since the fucking sandbox, since kindergarten. Now you're going to tell me I may have one in one and one in another and you can't go see them? What the fuck are you talking about? So it's been a nightmare. I mean, it's been a nightmare. But I'm waiting to find out about his cap and gown. I don't even have his cap and gown yet. I need to go get it. But the only way you can go get it, I kid you not, wait till you hear this. The only way you can go get the cap and gown is to drive in this thing called celebration event. Is celebration event that you drive down, but you're supposed to have the graduate with you. And it's like this almost like parade type thing. So you have the graduate in the car, but he's working. I'm not driving celebration lane by myself in the car to get his cap and gown. I just want to get his cap and gown. I don't want to do celebration lane. I don't know what to do. There's a woman on TikTok who's doing an experiment with men get shown in their FYP. Huh. I wonder what her experiment is with what men get shown in their NYP. I mean, their FYP. Interesting. It's really gross. Listen, I understand. Yes, my stepdaughter will jump through tons of hoops walking commencement, decided not to because she got, yeah, I know. You're right. Joey doesn't want to do it. He's doing it for me. He doesn't want to do it. Right. Right. Annie Katie, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it the word witch? It's in my name. It's in my name. So that's another thing I'm thinking of changing this to Jenni Love Rogue Radio just for shits and giggles for a moment. And take the word witch out. Oh, yeah. You get to watch it on Zoom. Hey, Lulu, how are you? Yeah, so I'm just wondering, I know we're talking about two things at the same time because the fucking comments are always, 10 minutes delayed. It's an interesting TikTok. It's interesting what it is. Again, I'm not sure what it is. So right now I'm still feeling like I'm not getting out there, which again, all I'm getting is flack. And this weekend with this video that I have, that's 30,000 people, I do feel a little bit different. And so that's why I'm going to go live today a little bit just to see again what is happening over there. Because there's less of a witch hunt over here. I mean, obviously, we'll talk for an hour. Then I'm going to shut this down. This gets posted. People can watch it. And then it's going to stay up. There's less bullshit going on here. You maybe it's because you build a following so slow. I don't know what it is. How the young girls are. Oh, here, wait. I don't know. I still get a lot of witch tags. Cottage core. I never heard of cottage core. I don't even have to. I never tag witch talk. I never tag that hashtag. I mean, very, very rarely because it's such crap. We all have ADHD. Well, that's true, but it's the lack of how fast or slow it comes in, Oh, anyway, it's a long day. It's a long weekend. I'm glad everybody enjoyed their solstice. I hope you still, if you didn't do anything, when I say didn't do anything, if you didn't do anything celebratory, you can still do something today. Secondary. I do not have a secondary TikTok, and I probably should check it. I mean, she says she should check. I should get one. I don't have one, but I should get one. But I always tell everybody, go on Mr. Rogue. Because if I ever have a problem, I would go on Mr. Rogue. Mr. Rogue Witch. Go follow him. Because if I ever got banned, I would take over his account. That's all. So he always laughs because he goes, I have all these followers. I don't actually do anything. I'm like, I know, but you're sort of like my backup account. Right. Witchy lives. The night that I got banned, right? The night that I got the week-long ban, that was 2 minutes, right? It was a 2-minute ban. And then I was on live I was trying to look at lives after that. And there were 3 people reading cards. One of them she had 1,000 people in there. I was like, she's off the radar. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. So I'm trying to figure it out. And I know that may be boring for some people, but I don't understand it. And I'm trying to figure it out. It really fucking ticks me off. Anyway. Well, I'm going to get out of here this morning. Coffee. Thank you very much for our coffee on the YouTube. I love coffee in the YouTube. I love the chat. I love all the shenanigans, believe me. But this morning, I got a lot going on today. And I have a full schedule tomorrow. I got a lot going. I got a lot on my plate today. Today is a big day. And I didn't even want to get on here this morning at all. It was terrible. This morning I had to force myself. Maybe that's because it's Monday, but I did it. I got on here. And I do love Madam Adam. I do love Madam Adam. Anyway, so today's a big long day. I got a lot on my plate today, and I really got to get to it. So I thank you, kids. I thank you. And I will see you Wednesday for coffee. Come here. Maybe somebody wants to come chat with me live. Let me know. Come, give me a message. Maybe if I'm trying to think Wednesday morning, somebody wants to come on live with me. We'll have a chat about something. We'll pick a topic. Everybody have a great day. Go do something for the solstice. Peace.